Test, test, test.
Hello, hello to everyone that's already present. Let's see how my sound is.
Can you hear me? Testing one,
You
two.
sound running.
There we
We
go.
can hear
Now
you,
my
Pastor.
sound is up. Now I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay. Yep.
Yes.
I know.
All
Technology is
right.
great when it works, and when it don't work, not so much.
You better, you better believe it. I just don't know if I did the audio right for our stream. I think I did. Let me pull this back over here.
Listen, I've been on here since 6 o'clock trying to figure out if it's gonna act correctly. Because last week, Reverend Singleton and I, we had practice, had got it right, and then it was time to present, and it didn't.
It didn't. It didn't
So
present.
it didn't want to present.
Oh, that's not good. I'm not seeing what I need to see though. Keep
Whew.
talking, my
This-
sister. Test, test.
You go.
No, I. Oh,
Oh, it's working. Yep, we're live. Yep, we're good.
So Colin said, he when we come
Yeah.
there, and then I got my whole pan, and like it's just like you can just tell the devil's like, nope, I don't want
I
this.
didn't want you to that conversation.
Even today, like he got lost. I couldn't. We had to get to him, and then we were trying. It was crazy. Yeah. That's a good.
Hey, I'm gonna get my colleagues started on this meeting, and I'm gonna.
You looking good there, Chaplain Singleton?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
yeah, we can hear you.
I'm
All
trying to get where I can have some solitude. I'm here in Oklahoma, man. I got some videos and some little stuff that we're shooting.
Oklahoma.
Hold on. All right, I think I've escaped most of the noise now. Whew, I'm tired, man. It's been a long day. Let me go in the chapel here. Oh my goodness. Oh. Miss Katrina, thank you for leading this up for me. Pastor gonna make sure
Oh,
we have.
no problem. That's okay. I'm gonna send you a bill in the mail. Got me working extra hard, but it's okay. It's okay.
Pastor Brown,
Yes,
I
sir.
know people participate in different ways and in different groups. If you would be so kind, give me a list of all the people if they don't show up on here of all the participants so that we can get credit for that.
Okay.
And 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 if need be, I can get away with it, for time's sake. Just give me a number count and I
Sure.
get that number back to Miss Katrina. Okay.
Absolutely.
Man, I'm tired, man. Hey, I had a colleague that was in a house fire the other day
Oh no.
and she got severely burned and she lost her husband and she lost two of her pets.
Oh
She
man.
has a lot of animals. She loves animals. So I went to visit with her the other day and I done seen a lot of situations. This was tough for me. I stood at the
Mm-mm-mm.
door for a long time and I prayed because I just didn't want to see my friend like this. And when I walked
Was
through the
it?
door, hmm?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When I walked through the door, she says, Chaplain Rodney, my friend.
Mm.
And she say, please tell me you brought me a buttermilk pie. Under all that pain and distress, she managed to look. I didn't know if she was punking me or what. See, look, I say, wait a minute, somebody's doing. Look, I didn't know whether to break a smile yet. I didn't know if it was lawful to grin.
Ah.
It was like, wow. But it just shows you the determination and will of people. And she's
Mm-mm-mm.
a God-fearing woman. And so you guys be prayerful for her for me tonight. Pray for her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so I had to put all of my work behind to had to. My manager dropped it in my lap, the director. I was like, well, I know I got to go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so heavy, Doc.
Mhm. All right. Well, we got a few more minutes. Let's just make sure we get everybody on board and
Give
all
them
that
a
good.
chance to, yeah.
People trying to get settled
Hmm.
and settle
Now,
in.
Reverend Singleton, why you in two places?
Oh, I have no idea. That
Because
just
it's showing you under Stephen Brown and it's showing you under Rodney Singleton for me.
really.
Yeah. So you guys just see my picture, right? You don't see my face.
No, I don't
No,
see
we
your
just see the picture.
face.
Right. You just see the okay, because in a minute I'm gonna share my screen anyway. But I guess I don't know why it's showing that as my should that was supposed to be my background, not my not take my face away. Wonderful technology. Yeah. And it says it's showing me that it's well, according to what I'm looking at, it says background and it's saying that's supposed to be my background. So
you
why is
know
it
you know why?
why?
I think because technically
I'm
that
not the
viewing,
originator of this. Oh.
yeah, well, it wasn't designed for a background drop, just for image
Oh.
purposes. Just like you would if you had a PowerPoint presentation up there. That's the way it's looking at that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
Mhm.
well, are
Yeah.
we well it's 7:01. Are we expecting anybody else?
Yes, there was
Okay, so
um I don't know how the viewing is on Pastor End. He'll just have to let us know who's all
okay,
in. And but you just go ahead
okay.
and I'll say because I can see here, I can tell by the pastor note taker. I think that's Pastor Berry and his group, and Brother LaDavid, and I don't know TEDA, and then we got Pastor Stephen Brown and his group from there. So let's do this. Let me just start this off and just say, Pastor Brown, and if Pastor Thelma and her group and Pastor Lockridge, if somehow they're on here and I'm unaware, let me just thank you guys for taking this journey with me and doing this. We started this because this is about changing lives. And I wanted to provide all the tools and resources possible to help individuals achieve their goals. We're going to do a lot more exciting stuff I've learned along the way. But meanwhile, I think I just pause to say thank you. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you. We're on the downstroke of this. And I'm just hoping that all of your healthcare and wellness dreams come to fruition. And Pastor Brown, thank you. You've just been a good spokesperson, partner in this particular area. And I just thank you again. And then Miss Katrina, I appreciate you for joining and helping us today. She has been with the DISD for a number of years. She's an educator and a certified community health worker. And I'm going to turn it over to Miss Katrina Clark, and she's going to take us uh, along the rest of the way for tonight. And we have this will be the last one for this month. We have, I think, 2 or 3 more in June. So just go ahead and gear away. I think you have those dates. If you need a reminder, I'll get them to you, and a sufficient amount of time. And in fact, I'll shoot that to you sometime tonight. So we got a little bit more time together, and 3 more sessions. So bear with me. Let's do this together. And whoever's not on tonight, when you see them, and if they done biometrics with us, get them on board with us. If they haven't done any biometrics, they still need to be on board with us. They can still benefit from this. And then start paying attention to the return dates for the biometrics that I sent out. I need 100% participation in that because that's how we track success and any kind of progress that was made. And that's how we get better too. We need to know where you are and what we need to do to help you to improve. That's all I have to say tonight.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Now, of course, I'm trying to get this. There we go.
Trying to get it off. And
And
what
it's
you see in
telling
the
you.
background is that's the for all of you who are on with me, that's the Divine Wellness Kit. And I gave you all the specs and all the details of what that entails. And again, I can resend that, but that's a whole host of wellness tools and foods and recipes to help you achieve your goal. And it's I think it's valued at about a $400 value package. And then I got some more prizes for you guys. So you.
Okay. Of course, you know how things work lovely until it's time for it to present. That's what I was trying to make sure that it was going to show. It was going to present the way I wanted it to present. Let's see. Anyways, I'm not gonna hold you guys up. I don't like wasting people's time. So if it's not gonna show the way I wanted to, I'll just leave it as such. And I'm not gonna keep messing with it until I get it right. But good evening, everyone. My name is Katrina Clark. I have been a certified community health worker since 2017. I work for the wonderful Juanita Craft Baylor Scott and White Juanita Craft Center. And tonight we're going to discuss nutrition in real time. So I'm sure some of you have probably already heard that carbs are bad for you. And you've seen something labeled like low fat or sugar free and thought that just might be healthy. Well, tonight, this evening, we're going to talk about nutrition in a way that we can apply it in our real world. Not dieting, not trends, but how can you make healthy eating work for you? What we eat every day, believe it or not, it does impact how we feel, our energy levels, and it can impact our long-term health. So this evening we're going to discuss ways to make healthier choices that fits us. Not completely changing overnight because Rome wasn't built in a day, so it takes time. This is gonna bug me that I want this to show. Okay, that's better. So what is nutrition? Nutrition is fuel for your body. That is the reason why you are able to have the strength that you have. At times, sometimes we feel sluggish, and oftentimes that's based upon what we've eaten. It's based upon what you put into your body. Nutrition does equal how your body uses food for energy, growth, repair, disease prevention. As I stated, sometimes when we're feeling low on energy, you want to drink something that is full of sugar or full of caffeine so you can get that boost. Or sometimes people want to eat a piece of candy or something that they know that's full of sugar that gives them a lot of energy. That's part of our nutrition. What nutrition does? It provides us with carbohydrates, energy, protein, muscle repair, fats. It also helps us with our brain and hormones, vitamins and minerals, and it also our nutrition regulates our body. If you have any questions, because I don't know if Pastor Brown and you, Reverend Singleton, are the only two live people on here. So I don't want to, I can't, yeah, I think you are. Why nutrition is important? Nutrition is important because it prevents chronic diseases, it supports our immune system, it improves our energy level, and helps manage our weight. So as it prevents chronic diseases, one of the diseases that is a big thing going on is, hypertension, different types of cancers, our immune system. It supports our immune system. My daughter has an immune issue, and she now takes a lot of vitamins to try to help regulate her immune system. Eating correctly or our nutrition also, as I stated, improves your energy level. If you eat better, you feel better, and it helps manage our weight. It's unrealistic to think that you're going to have a lot of energy and feel full of life if you're constantly eating a lot of bad food, fried foods, things of that nature. That's not going to work. That's just a trick of the enemy. Because good nutrition fuels your body and it supports your organs and helps you prevent diseases over time. The way we eat consistently has a direct impact on our health. If you are consistently eating fried foods, sugary foods, foods high in sodium, it's just a matter of time before you're going to have high blood pressure or you have type 2 diabetes. So first, it helps prevent the chronic diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, often directly connected to long-term bad eating habits. When it supports our immune system, what we eat either strengthens our body's ability to fight illnesses or weakens it. That's something that you would want to probably try to keep on your mind when you're making food choices. How nutritious is it? What can this do to support my immune system? It will either strengthen your body ability to fight illnesses, or it'll weaken your body's ability to fight illnesses. Nutrition plays a big role in energy levels. If you've ever felt tired in the middle of the day or had an energy crash, a lot of times that's connected to what you're eating. If you've eaten a lot of potato chips and a lot of salty snacks. And it also lastly does help manage your weight, not by diet or restriction, but by giving your body what it actually needs so it can function properly. So we're not just talking about food, we're talking about health overall when we speak about nutrition. Healthy eating is about balance. Healthy eating, I'm sorry, I'm letting people into the lobby. Healthy eating is not just cutting everything overnight. Let's be real. If you're overweight, you didn't become overweight overnight. That was a process that took time. Eating healthy is the same way. It's going to take time. Healthy eating is not following trends. I remember at one point there was a grapefruit diet, and then I remember there was a diet where it's just protein and no vegetables. It's been all kind of trends and fads out there. Eating healthy is balance, portion awareness, consistency over perfection. It's about building habits. Healthy eating is about balance, portion awareness, and consistency. It is important not to focus on extremes. We should focus on steady, balanced eating. When your eating is balanced, your body has steady energy, fewer cravings, and better overall function. And a fun fact, skipping meals often leads to overeating later, not to weight loss. Sometimes people believe they'll just skip a couple of meals and they'll be able to lose some weight. Well, the next time you eat, you're more likely to overeat because you missed a meal. So for me, healthy eating looks like, I'm not a breakfast person, so I usually eat twice a day. I usually eat lunch and dinner. That's just me because I believe in my life now, I don't eat unless I'm hungry. If I'm not hungry, then I don't eat. That's one of the habits that I've invoked into my life. How to build a healthy plate. So you guys may have seen this on myplate.gov. It's a great resource. You can use this plate as a guide to what your plate should look like when you make your plate. When your plate is balanced, your body doesn't spike and crash. It stays ready. You have better energy, better focus, and fewer cravings. Half of your plate should be fruits and vegetables. And a quarter protein, and a quarter of grains. This control portion, keeps you full longer and helps balance blood sugar. When your meals are unbalanced, such as mostly carbs and mostly fried foods, you're more likely to feel tired and hungry again quickly, or you'll have those energy crashes. But like when you have a balanced plate, your body stays more stable throughout the day, and that's what you want. If your plate is mostly one color, it's probably not balanced. That's a rule of thumb. If your plate is mostly just one color without any color in it, it's probably not balanced. It's about improving what's already on your plate. You know, small changes will make a difference and it'll become a habit. So as you can see, there's fruits, vegetable, grains, protein, and dairy. Food labels. Oh my goodness. The wonderful food labels. So I started reading food labels. I wasn't a fan of reading food labels because, to be honest with you, part of me didn't really want to know what I was eating. I just knew I wanted it because it tastes good to me. So, one of the things to be mindful of when you're looking at food labels is to look at the servings per container. So, this particular item has 8 servings in it. So, some people just look at the calorie count, but that calorie count is based off 2/3 of a cup is 230. But if you eat our 8 servings, you have to multiply 230 times 8. So what you want to look for is the serving size, as it stated, that's the most important, your added sugar and your sodium. So the serving size appears large and bold font, and some serving sizes were updated. The calories are displayed large, and this is usually on just about everything in the United States that has the nutrition facts on it. And the daily values, that's also the government has updated that information. Be aware of added sugars. Vitamin D and potassium are required on the label. I mean, the manufacturers must declare the amount in addition to the percent daily value for vitamins and minerals. And this is another way for people to, for us as consumers to keep up with our vitamins that we're putting, that we're having, and also your protein as well. So today we focus on 3 things on the label: the serving size, the added sugar, and the sodium. And the serving size is very important because it lets you know how much you're eating. And I'm not going to tell you, before I became educated about food labels, I thought the whole container was 230 calories versus that's only a serving size, and not realizing that there's 8 servings in this particular item of food. So reading the food labels help you make informed choices. Remember, if you eat the whole package, don't forget to multiply that 230 calories by 8 because that's how many servings is in that container. So you got to keep that in mind. This here is just quick tips for reading the nutrition facts label. It's just basically going over what we just said, what I just stated from the FDA, the Federal Drug Administration, and U.S. Food and Drug. That's who monitors and our food here in America and tells the manufacturers what has to go on the labels, what nutrition facts have to go on the label. What is really going on? Low fat and low sugar. Low fat and low sugar, pretty much, to be honest with you, is somewhat of a marketing trick. So, how much sugar, and it can still be low sugar, but 5 grams or less of total sugars per 100 gram is low sugar. Reducing, you have to be careful. You have to know that information because if not, just saying low sugar is not really telling you the percentage. So low fat foods often add sugar for flavor. So although it says it's low in fat, then they increase the amount of sugar that they put into it because they want it to taste good. Because we don't want food that doesn't taste good. Who wants food that doesn't taste good? So sugar-free can still have carbs and artificial sweeteners. And natural does not mean healthier. So when you're looking at the food labels, you have to be careful of that and be mindful of it because where it says it's low in one area is more than likely probably high in another area. So make sure you're looking at that the low sugar and the low fat. Also your sodium, especially if you're diabetic or if you have high blood pressure, if you have hypertension. Oh, yes. So these are a couple of things that you can swap out if you drink a lot of soda. I'm engaged and I cannot stop this man from drinking soda. I have given the soda away. I've tried some of everything. And he was like, that's just one of my vices. He was like, I can't not drink the soda. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so every time we have company or a company comes over, I make sure I give soda away. I'm not a fan of sparkling water, but I know some people are. I would rather just drink plain water. I do, when possible, choose whole grain bread over white bread. Fried foods, air fried or baked. Now, a lot of us from the South love our fried food. When you can go to the fair and get fried ice cream and fried butter, who fries butter? We believe in some fried foods in the wonderful South. So there are some other options to prepare the food: air fry or bake. Instead of chips, try nuts or popcorn. Instead of sugary cereal, you can do oatmeal or some other form of hot cereal. But be mindful, when you do the oatmeal, you can't load it down with sugar and be talking about, well, it's better for me. I'm eating the oatmeal. You got to be mindful of whatever else you're putting inside of that oatmeal as well. Instead of juice, which is oftentimes heavy in the sugar department, try whole fruit. Heavy sauces, instead try herbs and spices. And large portion, half now, half later. Now that is a great option. I practice that all the time for large portions. I eat when go out to eat with my friends. I oftentimes eat half then and eat half later, or take the other. If it's dinner time, I eat half and then I take the other half for my lunch the following day. And large portions here in America, oftentimes our portion size are usually very large, to be honest. That's why so many Americans are overweight. I now, if I feel like I want to have some fast food, like today I went to Chick-fil-A, I just got a kid's meal. That's actually enough to satisfy me. I don't eat to get full. Once I'm satisfied, I stop eating. And that has been very helpful for me. Just another little tip. Okay. Why nutrition matters. It matters for more energy, better weight control, reduced risk of disease. It improves your mood and focus. And yes, start small. Drink more water. Add an extra bottle of water or a half a bottle of water to your day. Add vegetables to your meals. Read your labels. Better nutrition can give you more energy and reduce the risk of disease and even improve your mood and focus. Nutrition does not have to be overwhelming. It really doesn't. And you don't have to change everything at once. Make small steps. Small steps matter. Um, as I stated, drink more water, add vegetables. And remember, healthy eating is not about being perfect. It's about making better choices more often. The small changes done consistently can really have a big impact over your overall health. Any questions? I think everybody. Okay, if not, uh, I would like to leave you with this: that what you eat every day is one of the biggest factors in your long-term health. Nutrition affects your heart, your brain, your energy, and impact your quality of life. The good news is you don't have to change everything at once. Small changes done consistently does lead to big results. Now, there's different things too that we have at the Center for Juanita Craft. Uh, so, a journey to better health. For a free health assessment, you can register there with that QR code. And they're on Thursdays from 10 to 4. Well, 9 to 12, and then from 10 to 4. Is that right? That looks too small. I can't see that. Let me see if I can. And free healthy cities programs in your community. Now, if you like, I can also forward this presentation over so you guys can have it. And those are the references. That's where the information came from. Another one of the best things about Baylor for me is that they make sure that they're credible references and resources before they put the information out to the community. Somebody in the chat. Oh, that was not there. Any questions? I was looking for. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, I am not going to hold you up. I did see there were some more people that, yeah. Reverend Singleton, I did let everybody in that was popping up as I was on there, because now it's telling me there's 10 people in the presentation. Hey, Miss Thelma.
Hey, Miss Clark, how you doing?
I am well. How about yourself?
I'm doing tolerably well, tolerably well. I just wanted to tell you that, you know, I'm on this journey now. I'm almost 100 and I never took it serious. But my biggest struggle is, like I told you last week or whatever, the mindset.
Oh, yes.
You know, I have to change my way of thinking about food and health and all of that, because you said we have to watch the sodium intake and the sugar intake, and that's what I love the most.
Yes, because that's what they do. That's why it tastes so good.
Right.
The bad stuff tastes good. That's why a lot of people eat badly, because it tastes good. Oftentimes people are so busy. That's why they run through a drive-through and just get some fast food instead of, you know, getting something healthier. But meal preparation helps too, Miss Thelma.
Oh, well, girl, you know, you're right. And like I said, mindset, I got to change my mind. I got to change my mind. But I just wanted to also say, you know, I wish that we could have had this when we were younger.
Yes.
You know, and if we don't give it to the children now, we're going to be raising robots. You know, they're going to follow in our exact footsteps, because if we didn't know any better, we should know better by now and do better. So my thing is, I have to constantly talk to myself and say, taste your food before you put salt on it. You know, do you really need, I'm just saying, 4 tablespoons of sugar on a half a bowl of oatmeal? I'm just saying that, you know, I'm just.
Yeah, right.
You know, when you could put fruit on it or something like that. But I struggle with trying to get my mind to make healthy choices. And in being a community health worker, I try to stay away from the word diet, because that scares most people. It turns people off. But if they're making healthy lifestyle choices, you know.
Yes.
They want. Go ahead.
I was about to say, no, you're right. And it's mind over matter. You mind, so it matters.
Right. Because I used to say, I don't mind and it don't matter, you know. But now I know it matters. With all the chronic diseases and things like that, it matters now. I just hope it ain't too much, too little, too late. Yeah. So.
If I may jump in, Miss Clark.
It's not too late. I'm sorry?
Can you hear me, Miss Clark?
I can.
Yeah, I'm Pastor Brown with Greater Life Church. I just wanted to thank you for an exceptional presentation of informing and reminding us on some very pertinent health items, and I hope our members received it well. We would love to get a copy of your slide deck. If you could email that to us via Chaplain Singleton, we would be most appreciative.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all. I think too, Pastor Brown and Ms. Thelma, when you were saying something, I think also when you were talking, because it's a life change, and I always tell myself it's a lifestyle change. But part of the reason is in the generation I grew up, we didn't get to choose what we ate. You ate what was cooked, and then you had to eat everything on your plate. It wasn't an option. It was not an option. You didn't get to say, well, I don't like that, or you was going to eat what was on that plate, or you weren't going to eat. Right. And then you had to eat all of it. And I think, unfortunately, some of those mindsets have set a lot of people up for obesity and different things of that nature. But I also tell my family and friends, I said, but you're an adult now, so you can make a conscious decision to choose not to.
Exactly.
Because they'll say, well, that was just how I was raised. I'm like, sugar, you 60. You can't keep blaming it on that's the way you was raised. You can make a conscious decision to do it different now.
Yeah.
So I'm a firm believer.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody?
Let me
Oh, thank you.
let me interject. Let me interject real quickly here because she asked something really important about, how do I change, or it's difficult for me to get my mind ready for this. And really, what it's about is something similar to what we do in the church, so we all can relate to this. Paul talks about the washing and regeneration of the Word of God. That deals with the educational component. People don't just get spiritual, right? Because they're just ready. It's about an identity. It's about an identity. Who are you? Or who do you think you are? Because typically we behave on the basis of what we believe, or what we think, and what we practice, right? So that will help to manage a lot of the emotional types of eating. Now, Pastor Thelma, I'm gonna tell you, that's gonna always be there to a degree. It's gonna always be there to a degree because we all struggle. Even those of us who are in the healthcare profession, we all struggle, right? So I don't have a successful week every week. I don't have a successful month always. Usually it works like this. Monday was good, Tuesday was great, Wednesday was okay, and I may not have done so well on Thursday, right? So yeah, and so but what happens is the more you keep practicing and you keep working on it, the better you get. So I always tell people, whatever you do, good or bad, whatever you practice, you get good at. So just start setting in motion, right, and evaluating everything that you're doing. And one of the ways from your training and practice is when you're managing healthy eating, which comes with habits, you just got to shift and change some stuff around. You got to do your meal planning. You got to do the meal prep. You got to buy the right groceries. That helps eliminate, a lot of the slips and emotional type of eating. I know that I can't get home. I'm gonna tell you, I will look so undisciplined if I don't have the right foods at home, and I get frustrated and I'm hungry. Oh my goodness, I would just do some great damage. It would look like a tornado had come through the house. Health speaking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why the meal prep would help, like you said, because when you're hungry, you're hungry. You don't want to. That's not the time to cook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for allowing me to share some time with you this evening. I greatly appreciate it, and hopefully we'll be back again with another discussion. And Reverend Singleton, Pastor Brown will make sure you get a copy of the presentation.
Absolutely. Thank you. I really
Thank y'all so much.
appreciate it.
Y'all have a good
Wonderful
night.
job.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
You as well. Thank you.
All right. God
Yeah,
bless.
y'all